I think probably the slogan I kind of go by, and I'm sure everybody else does up here as well, is plan for tomorrow, don't plan for today. And I see some people shaking their heads, and the thing is, yeah, you could buy 128 router, but do you know you're going to have more in-house stuff going on? Are you going to add more facilities? What are you going to do? And that's always a tough deal, especially for myself at a mid-major standpoint. Getting those answers out of your administration is not the easiest thing because, that's money down the road. Other people may be in different boats, but for us, I had a really good friend that was an engineer, and he said, we were doing a control room turnaround, and he goes, router, get you a bad, what. And that's what we did, and we went to Utah Scientific, and so we love it. And I think that's, stepping back a second, I think that's what you have to plan for. And I'm sure these guys as well are planning for the future. And if you don't plan for the future, you're going to spend more money for a centralized control room every year buying some piece of equipment, buying some converter, buying some piece of whatever it may be to upgrade and to hold on to what you got to make it work for the next year. And don't do that. Just save your time and your money right now.
Yeah, I would agree. We had no connectivity, nothing at all in 2014 when the network was getting ready to go. So we took that opportunity to get fiber to every venue on our campus. We tried to get a bigger router than we thought we'd ever need. It's not big enough. So we'll have to do some more work as we continue to try to grow our facility. As we realize we probably could use another couple control rooms, which would mean more people, which means more equipment all the way around. So while we thought we were in a good spot in 2014, and Josh, the CTG, was there when we launched, we realized even the day of the launch, Scott was there. There were still other things in our brand new facility that we wish we could have changed at that moment that we didn't know until we were getting ready to hit the network. So you try to plan for everything and think ahead for what you don't know. It's a tricky game.
Yeah, I know we built 4 control rooms. We thought, man, we got more than most, and we'll be able to do everything. And at least 3 or 4 times this year, we drug out a 6-input switcher, set it up in a glorified closet to do a 5th event going on at the exact same time as 4 other things we were doing. And it's like, and the coaches don't really care. They just want to make sure it gets on the air. They don't see the backside. But the other aspect of a centralized control room is it does allow us to ramp up and ramp down specific events as they are deemed necessary. Is anybody from Incarnate Word in here? If you're not, okay, I'll tell the story. When we play Texas on a Tuesday night in baseball, that is a full broadcast. When we play Incarnate Word on a Tuesday night baseball, we may ramp that show down a little bit. And that is no disrespect to Incarnate Word, but it's just we're going to put resources where resources matter, and that's what a centralized control room allows us to do, is we can route resources as we need them. We have 4 dream catchers, 6 in, 2 out, and when we are doing a linear show, we may ramp that whole show up with 3 of those 4 dream catchers, and the 4th goes to the video board show. But we have if we had a basketball stadium that only had a video board control room, that video board control room could never help us in any other venue. That the fiber connectivity, the centralized control room allows us to ramp those events up and down as we need to based on a lot of different things, but certainly team scheduling is an aspect that always weighs in. So.